requires you to be. You know, when you push into the B bomb site, for example, you get all the way up towards connected before you gain full control of the site. You know, and it's not even that. That's why the bomb needs to go down. So, with the London Slayers, I'm expecting this T side start to be more of an advantage for them. Again, this is where Reflex need to shine, though. Again, I'm very, very skeptical about their performance in this second map. If we look to go into the plays here, it does say that Reflex won that first map. That is incorrect. We go out to the pistols. Fraser and co here going to tap their way on through. Two quick headshots. Make it 3 for Fraser. Sayonara, London Slayers. Stanley's left alone. Gets one headshot with the Glock. Switches out to the P2K, but the bomb's well out of his position, well out of his control. Reflex have swarmed the A bomb site. They've shut down every single one of these T-side players. One more good headshot on Cray is not going to come through. Reflex, the nice clean pistol.
Oh, what a pistol round coming out. Fraser finding 3 and really crisp shots just at the bomb train, looking in towards that pop dog area and finding some really crucial kills. And Reflex, they do pick up the pistol round, and I feel like it was a much needed one. I feel like for Reflex, if they have any chance of being able to take this second map, they need to come off with a flying start.
Yeah, very, very nice start here towards the Reflex side, obviously getting as far forward as they have so far. To get that nice, easy pistol victory under their belts, and obviously the buyouts, the SMGs that will come through. They're up against the force by the London Slayers, and this has worked out well for them in the past. The nades in, try and force things out from Adam, who does get picked apart by Smooya. Double facing coming in from the T-Con areas and Pop Dog. In fact, Smooya came in from T-Con. He's actually going to get a second headshot on Wisp. There we go, 5 versus 3 scenario. Phaser will try and take him down, finally take him down. Still a man advantage for the London Slayers as they move further and closer into the A bomb site with further taps coming through. Look at the damage done to Link with a CZ. Mighty Max gets him on the drive-by alongside Stanley support. Second kill will come through. Ron will take that away. And now Fraser's left alone with 2 low HP players but 2 more high. SMGs recovered. M4 isolated and surrounded by the London Slayers.
It's so tough to see as well because we saw the M4 coming out there from Fraser and he can't even get anything done with it. The force by coming out from the T side, and they only lose a single member, so a very nice round coming out from the London Slayers. And Reflex, they're now straight back on a force buy, so we're going to see Deagles across the board, a CZ as well. But we said they needed to get a good start, and this is all turned around just in the last round.
Right out towards the ramp position. Look at Cray, is going to be left alone to try and defend the Reflex side. He does get one, but Thomas quickly trades him as the only man here. The Deagle will come in from Fraser, get a little bit of tag damage done, but not being able to land the shots he wants as Adam will fall. Fraser will survive at 43 points of health, but this is an easy take for the London Slayers with such a massive weapon advantage. Rifles and everything. SMGs also about for Mighty Max here, but that's about as far as they should be able to go. This should be a second again for the London Slayers. They get this way. Try to take this armor out of play more than anything else against Reflex, and they're going to fall back. They're going to save. Even Fraser will get out of dodge, and it will be again 2-1 T-side. Blunder in the pistol, but much better here in the competitors.
Yeah, so far London Slayers are looking strong in this round, only losing a single member. Last 3 CTs just opting to save around this Ivy Alley area. But it is going to be a second round for the T side, and this is only going to help build the economy as we see an M4, 2 AKs, and a MP9 saved over on the T side. And I'd be interested to see whether ROM decides to keep this M4 or just upgrades. Because at the same time, it's obviously you're not going to want to have an M4 on the T side, but in this kind of situation, I feel like it's just going to affect your economy even more. They're just going to keep it. And the MP9 as well. See, that's interesting for me, but because they were able to get the reset, it's not going to be a full buy coming in for Reflex as of yet.
Not quite now. Obviously, 2 rounds of lost runs, not that 3 rounds that we expect to see out of this one. Even then, it would have been a forced buy, so it wouldn't have been a buy up regardless.
Yeah.
So no investment will come through other than the upgraded pistols. So Stanley start facing in. Stanley's going to take down Wisp. For the next man back here, Incendiary is going to try and force the CTs into awkward angles, and Stanley does get a nice tap headshot on towards one more. Thomas trying to keep those trades going. Cray with good taps, and Stanley takes down one. Link with a quick trade with Deagle again, look for the headshot back away. Not going to happen. Not against Smooya. 1 versus 4. And Link just can't get it done. 3-1 on the board. London Slayers with easy control, and now they have themselves a buy to contend with on the Reflex side.
Yeah, and we're not even going to see an AWP come out on the CT side. The economy is just not strong enough, but we do see light utility as well. I believe that's only 1 incendiary grenade for this CT side. So a very weak gun round coming out from the CTs, but the London Slayers, the AWP is actually on Thomas rather than Smooya. Now that's interesting for me.
Well, not surprising considering he 30 bombed in round 21.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can do anything with this one out here. I mean, he actually was. Actually, I see what they were trying to do because he had a slightly
good
better spawn.
Better spawn.
He got out towards Rampero, trying to see if he can get that AWP shot to start, and so have to immediately back off the smooth so he can get the rifle away. So, all right, that's fair enough. I was curious to see whether he'd just keep that for the whole round and see if they can get that
what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
Honestly, I thought the same thing as well with how great Thomas performed. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Stanley, however, will be the first casualty as he goes down and out over towards the A bomb site. Fraser with the opening frag, and Reflex only have a little bit of information to work off of Cray. Only man here on the bomb site. The Molotovs will come forward. 3 more players ready to rotate in, and one will get close. Cray, how close to the A sees the smoke. Thomas, some Mighty Max supports him. The damage being done with Smoothie falling forward towards Fraser, shuts him out of the equation. A 4 versus 3. London Slayers with a bomb plant coming through. A man advantage gain and so much map control. Thomas looking for one more frag, and he's going to find it.
Look at this. All down to Whisk left in a 1-on-4, and like you said, Jamie, so much map control. They get the bomb down. Smoothie finds one as well. The teamwork on towards that B bomb site. But look how aggressive they are. Thomas getting so aggressive, almost towards the back of Oil at that point. And now it's going to be a 4th round coming across on the T side. Whisk hoping to save this M4. Should be able to pick up an AK actually onto Rom. And no, actually Rom had the M4, so he's not even going to be able to pick up an AK. As Reflex will be able to survive with 1 player remaining with the London Slayers, and this is looking quite interesting so far. Very good start on the T side, and look at the buy as well. I mean, are they going to force up on the back of it because they've got the M4? Maybe just a few upgraded pistols, HEs. See what they can do with it.
Yeah, that's the best they're going to be able to get out of this one. I mean, they probably could have forced bought if they wanted to, but realistically, they've got 4 rounds loss bonus after the heavy investment in the last one. It's not quite enough to get enough to justify it here. London Slayers know this. They're going to go straight out towards the A-bomb site. Taps on taps, and Fraser and Link going to combine with their Jades and everything. 2 kills from the back by 1 on Smoothia, and now the AK's knocked forward. Mighty Max will take back Whisper 3 versus 3, but look at the HP for Smoothia and Mighty Max. Reflex have turned these pistols well and truly to their favourite 3 versus 2 scenario, sure, but London are suppressed from getting this bomb down towards the A-bomb site. Nades in will do a little bit of damage to Link. Doesn't quite tag him up to lower points. I mean, 37 is still relatively low, but not quite 100% out of this one now. Rom facing against Cray. 1 good tap with the air. P2 50. No, Rom ducks down and slow peeks his way into position. Takes the man. Link can't get the frag, and Rom will double up. There you go. London Slayers do recover, but it looked like for a second Reflex could have done some serious damage. Yeah,
it was a really good play from Rom there, because he realizes that both of his teammates are low. He needs to find these kills. He needs to do it by himself. There's no way he can rely on his other teammates, and Rom gets it done, but the HE's in towards Pop Dog and the pistols as well connecting. I think it was a 5-on-3 advantage for Reflex early in that round. So, for London Slayers, they have to be careful about these pistols because it seems to be doing a lot of damage to them. But coming into this, we are going to see a gun round. An AWP onto Fraser, and we saw what he was able to do with the AWP on Inferno.
Serious shots found. Smoothie up out here to Brown Halls. Ready to boost his way in, so maybe he could shut down the first frag. No, they're going to get themselves out of dodge, and Pop Dog is also contested by the London Slayers, but nobody is found. Molotov's in to try force Adam out of the way, but he's just going to back up a little bit further out towards the doorway and get ready for the faces. London Slayers. So they're going to back up of their own right. Not a lot of Ivy control so far on this C side. I was kind of curious considering how often the A side default tend to rely on that Ivy control, but no, just standard pronged attacks towards the B bomb site, or just in from T-Con and Pop Dog towards the 2-prong attack on the A bomb site. 60 seconds remain for London Slayers to make their way inside. It's Link out here ready to receive as the 5th player rotates up and the smokes look to go down. Awkward smoke does not quite blind them off in from the connector position. Face up here on right, train sprays down 2, shuts out Thomas and Smoothie. On for a 3K, not quite. Stanley will take him out of the equation. 3-1 trade overall in favour of the Reflex side, and Cray still here on the bomb site, not spotting Stanley. Trying to get a good angle on it. Trying to find anything he can, the Rom will outread him. Looks like they spotted him first, take him back to 3 versus 3. The bomb should go down. A little bit of damage being done to the London Slayers though.
Now Whisk as well, but look at this position from Stanley. This could be it all. Stanley lining him up, finds one, knows where the second is as well. 2v2, the bomb still needs to be planted, low time left, and the bomb should actually be able to cross towards the site. Adam and Fraser left to try and retake, and Stanley still aggressive in towards the summit at the moment, already been spotted out. Stanley not going to win that battle, and it's all down to Mighty Max. 1v2 finds the first, up against Fraser with the AWP, and Mighty Max holding on. We've seen him in some big clutches on Inferno, but now he needs to come alive on Train. The 7th round, and a very important one for Fraser, but so far, Mighty Max looks to be in a good position, but Fraser, it could be any second when they see each other. Mighty Max on top of the ladder, does hear Fraser coming. Oh, he's wasting so much time. Mighty Max! And it's going to be the defuse coming out.
I love Mighty Max's discipline to play that the way that he did, just playing around the white train. Ring of roses, keep Fraser guessing and keep Fraser away. Not get on that defuse, the London Slayers. Do concede a second to the Reflex side.
And I want to point something out, Jamie. You look behind you. Look how many players are grouped up behind Smooth's team. There's got to be like 10, 15 of them just watching the game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. 19 total.
Wow, that was quick.
Just quick counting. Quickly. There's a lot of players that want to see this matchup. I mean, you could always just tune in to twitch.tv/EpicLand1, guys. Did no one give you the memo? Oh, whatever. Smooth with the opening frag here with the London Slayers, and they go out aggressive towards the A bomb site. A minute and 30. Just ticking by with the early kill, of course, going to the favor of that T side. They want to try to see if they can maintain presence out here. Adam, M4 up towards electric box. And here's Thomas. He actually takes him down. One face not going so well for the main man at the moment. And Craig catches off Stanley in the back lines. The flank not working out for the London Slayers as Reflex. The 4 versus 3 scenario favors them at this point in time. With still 60 seconds left to go on the clock. London Slayers can recover, but they've got such a good amount of work to do. Mighty Max will start off on the right foot, though. Yeah,
well, now it's a 3-on-3, so Mighty Max doing a lot of work. Rom as well should be able to find this, finally does. Cray falling as well, and now it's up to Link in towards the bomb train at the moment. And he needs to at least find one kill here, at least delay the tease, because so far his teammate towards Z Connect are not really helping out, and Rom, another kill. Rom has been coming alive in these last few rounds, and Fraser once again, and a 1-on-3. And just saving the AWP at this point. And the bomb's not even down, so London Slayers, they can hunt.
Hunt they can. Loads of money available for the T-side. We're looking at this like, okay, this is definitely going to be a 6th round for them. Reflex to try and see if they can hold on to that AWP. And yeah, 6 on the board. A reset against Reflex as well makes it even worse for these guys. You know, it's like, you know, there's not like really a major sort of advantage that they can get. I'm looking at this thinking to myself, yeah, okay, just got to hold on to this, or got to get something out for the next round, because it does give you options. Maybe you can force buy around the pistols, it's not ideal, but of course, if the AWP Fraser can do some serious damage like he has done in the past so far in the series, maybe he might be able to do some good work out here, but Smooth captures him off the smallest, the tightest of angles, one small broken window on the doorway, and that's enough for the London Slayers. Take all 5 players out for Reflex, probably a force buy here, because they have to go double eco, yep, CZ's in, Deagle out. Cray and Adam. Cray wasn't going to buy into it. Might go for the half buy.
See, this is interesting that they actually force up the back of this.
Double eco anyway. So
yeah, that is true, but Stanley in towards the E-box has found a few, and the teammates just all rolling in. Adam so far only able to find one, and Cray the last one left. Just decided to go for the save, as he will get out, like you said, double eco. Will be able to get that AWP out, chuck it over to Fraser. Or at least that's the game plan I see from it, due to the economy he has. Smooth should fall here, and he does. But instantly traded out. And Cray could get an AWP out now, but that's definitely not the right decision, considering it, yes, like you said, double eco coming out. And one of the things, look at that.
Oh, wow.
This is interesting.
I love this. This is nice. Is that focused on Smooth, guys? Can't quite tell. Either way. Of course, a nice little shot of our LAN hall. The 650 plus gamers playing out this weekend here at Epic LAN. With extra production value to boot, apparently. London Slayers in against this eco will have an extra round on their belts to boot. This will be a half advantage for the T side. And this is, again, really what I was worried about. You know, the sheer aggression that this team can bring to the fold. The Reflex stacking, gambling, the A-bomb site. It's not going to work out this time around, as the bomb should just get planted. And they will look for exit frags. Might charge their way in. They've got 2 flashbangs on Cray. Might set up something. But more than anything else, I'm just expecting this to be a simple wipe over. 8-2 on the board for the T side. As is standard, Reflex seriously struggling so far. Can we take a look at the scoreboard for a moment, if you can try that for me? Yeah, 3 rounds of loss bonus. Just those 1 simple resets that London Slayers have found against Reflex has been very, very simple stuff for them. And he just takes them, gives them easy ecos, easy control. Reflex. Now with a rifle round, at this point you kind of have to get something on the board, because starting to run out of rounds, starting to run out of time. Obviously money's not quite sitting well for them either. 6 round deficit for the CT side, and a side that they needed to do well at as well, Dweg. You got to imagine it's not looking good.
No, it's not. I mean, Reflex, they haven't even had that many opportunities to get gun rounds out, especially good gun rounds. I mean, you look at this, they don't even have full utility. 2 kits to use, but the London Slayers have been all over the matchup on train so far. 8-2. As we do see, T's trying to get control of Pop Dog. Link already taken down to 43 HP with the HE. So those HEs doing so much damage already, and we haven't even seen a gunfight.
Spoke too soon.
Well, obviously.
Until West taking him out towards Ivy. Fraser's going to hear both those sets of footsteps and he'll call it out to Cray. Wrapping back over towards CT. What can he do from here? Mighty Max ready for that phase, but Spray comes through, he spots the second man and falls back. Flashback to try and support it. We keep that offer away as the T's make their way in through T-Con. They did not spot Stanley. They will now, and Cray will take damage. 3 points of health for it. I think it might be a B play, but Rob's going to make aware that it's going to be the A site. He goes full into the hands of Link, but Thomas trades into the 3 versus 2, and Smooya makes his way onto the bomb site, realizing that there is nobody else here. Fraser and Cray with a difficult retake to make work for them.
Look at the flank.
Fraser has got to be so clinical about these shots. The flashbangs will face, but he's going to get taken out by Stanley. And Cray, no health to work with. He's going down. It's a 9th on the board for the London Slayers.
And that flank from Stanley as well. He's already in towards the big bomb site. Comes through CT spawn, up towards the old bomb train. And it just works out so well. And that round, it looked good. We saw the AWP onto Fraser. Full M4s across the board. Utility, armor, kits. And they don't make it work. The London Slayers, a 7-round lead. And I don't even see Reflex being able to bring too much more, because at this point, it's London Slayers. Their T side has just looked so strong, and the economy game as well. Like, whenever you're losing rounds after rounds after round, the economy, it's never strong. And, like, it's different when it's a back and forward game, but when it's like this, it's going to be so difficult for Reflex to even come back with a good buy, and Mighty Max to start things off. So far, we do have an M4 onto Adam, but other than that, it's just going to be pistols across the board. Fraser, with this USP just sitting next to the bomb train in front of Oil at the moment. But London Slayers, wow. Hear that? That's excitement right there.
They're excited they're about to win this round. They're excited the fact that also Reflex have got more than just their own economy to worry about. Look at London Slayers' money line. $10,000 on at least 2 players. 9,400, 16, 6,100, 6,700. You're looking at so much money to play with. The M4 of Adam will try to get something done out here. And Link on a backstab. Hold the phone. Wait a second. The Eagle shot's going to miss. He's still trying to land the headshot on Mighty Max. So much damage done. And West will close in the gap. He's got to do so much from this position, but he can't get it done. That is tragic when they got so close. Reflex on the eco. I could say 4 kills to their favor. Maybe a chance to be taken, but no. In the end, there's still so much money left for that T side.
And just look how many people are grouped behind. So if you see...
On the right-hand side,
the
very far right-hand side, you see how many players are behind Smooya.
There's a lot. There's a lot there.
They're hyped for this matchup. Again, you can tune into the Twitch stream, boys.
Yeah.
Whatever. 10-2 on the board. London Slayers 2 away at the end of the half, looking for a 13-2 half. And it's entirely possible with how aggressive they've been, how effective they've been at putting this pressure to force. Rom easily shuts down Whisk. And here they come. The entire T side just pour out of T-Con. Rom looking for a second frag. Mighty Max should find it. Rom will get traded back by Fraser, but that's 1 kill. And again, the trade's been so good for the T side. They'll find Adam. Almost stays out. Yep, Stanley takes it down. 2 versus 4. Easy control, easy frags, easy skins, easy life.
Don't say easy skins. Don't give me the flashbacks. 11-2. So far, very dominating performance coming out from the London Slayers, and really, it's been every man for himself so far on the T side. We haven't seen one player like we saw on Inferno stepping up. It was Thomas on Inferno, but coming over to Train, everyone's pretty much even on the scoreboard.
Ooh, nice shot from Adam to start off in this one. Looks like London Slayers are going to get a bit overzealous, but Mighty Max will restore order to the server. Molotov's down, smoke's going up, trying to stop that, and he connects control for the Reflex side. Standing will take down Whiskey. Rom's going to spot out Link close towards it. Molotov won't race towards it at the very close part of the red train. Link will get 1 kill on the way back out. Ooh, Fraser with the eagle shot. He's Anderson really still on so far, but now creeping on the right and left hand side. London Slayers are right around for this one. The Molotov hard spots him. Okay, Fraser. Where has this come from? He's got bomb control and everything, rifles all around him. If he finds Smooya with this deagle, this will be absolutely insane. I mean, the T-side player has a minute to work with an AK swapped out for the AWP. He has to aggress Fraser. He knows this much. Smokes go down, and Molotov will come in, try and force him off the train. Now Fraser knows exactly where to lock the cross. Oh, the timing! It's not great! And the AK pushes forward against it. Fraser knows that he has to deny this plant right here, right now. And he's got no info on where Smoothie's playing from, right up to connect. A spot seed, and Smoothie is ready for the angle, just holding on to London's 12th.
And Reflex, that seemed like an opportunity to come back into the game, but it's not going to happen. The London Slayers, their 12th round on the T side, and now we go into the last round, number 15 in the first half. And finally, a goodbye coming out from Reflex. The NWP onto Fraser, but it just seems that it's a different level of class today.
Yeah. Very, very different level of class. I mean, we expected this coming into this series. We're looking at these guys like these are names that have represented the best of the UK in the London Slayers squad, and now they're running all over Reflex. The London Slayers look to slay their opposing force and move on to those grand finals. Sorry, not grand finals, sorry, the upper finals, excuse me, where they hope to try and slay the team that they have named themselves off of. For now, though, it will just be a standardized default coming in for the London Slayers. Finally, a little bit of IV control as well. 60 seconds remain for the hit to come through towards the B-bomb site. Looks like it will be a B setup initially here. But very slow stuff coming in for London Reflex. Holding out a B center defensive. I mean, they will be ready for this. But London Slayers, all the map control and all the presence to work with at this point.
And so far, Craig, aggressive at the moment. But Stanley, up close and personal on the entry. And is he going to push through this smoke? Stanley, this could be a really big play, but he gets spotted out. Link finds the first and the second. That's the bomb drop. Cray as well. And so far, it's falling to pieces as Rom falls as well. Reflex, they pick up their third round. A very nice round from them.
Yeah, 13-2 at the end of the half, however, still leaves London Slayers with a massive, massive T-side advantage. And going into the CT side again, this is where Reflex are really going to struggle. You look at this thinking, again, how much can we really get done? The T side has to be coordinated, the executions need to be perfect. And with the sheer aggression that London Slayers have shown again, their CT half on the first map was not bad. Inferno still went well for them at the first half. And, you know, it was only down to the T side where they really ran away with things, you know. And they've already run away with things right here. So, a couple of good trade rounds, you know. If they play the war of attrition, it will just be back and forth so far. So, it's going to be a tough graph for them. They go towards the B-bomb set to start things off here with the pistol round. Rom, P2K ready for the first shots. Thomas going to be completely isolated. Actually, a small headshot angle. Keep denied his bump up, potentially. Fraser with the opener. Link right around his corner. Takes out Rom. And Thomas gets himself a kill alongside Mighty Max. So the 3 versus 3. They allow the bomb to go down. They've got the defuse kit on Max. And he moves further forward. Taps on tap. Doing some damage. But Smoothie deals with him. And now it's left to Adam and Fraser. Adam with a good headshot. Not going to find a second man. Mighty Max takes him out of the equation. Flashbang's over. No Molotovs. He's just going to try and stall for time. The smoke goes up. Defuse is stuck. And he's completely out in the open. Smoothie with the final frag. He drops down off the ladder. And it will be 13 with pistols to the favour of London Slayers.
It's so tough to see as well because Reflex, they were able to get that bomb down, get into good post-plant situations. But unfortunately for them, they just can't hit their shots, and the 3v3 retake coming out from the London Slayers comes out on top. And 13-3, Jamie, on map number 2 in this best of 3. And Reflex, oh my god, they've got 3 AKs. This is unbelievable.
They're forcing the buy. They realise how close London are to falling to pieces. Or they know how close London are to really getting everything together. And obviously, with the economy game at this current point in the early part of the matchup, they could also fall to pieces. So Reflex, AK's out to try to see if they can force the issue, but they're just going to get ripped apart to T-Con. Adam and Fraser down to the 2-for-1 trade. And Smoothie will follow through on towards Frey. Whisked dealt with by Rom. The aggressing CT players will work once again for them. And it will be a 14-3. I just can't see a way in for the 1v5, a 1v4 clutch for Link.
No, it's so difficult to see because we see 3 hero AKs come out. Deagles as well for Cray and Wiz. And London Slayers rips apart the buy coming out from Reflex. Finds one, but no more. Thomas going to be able to instantly trade. And 14-3. It is a very big comeback, or at least a very big start that needs to happen from Reflex in this second half to try and bring this back, try and keep them off the edge of defeat.
Map 10's come back from Reflex, another big old round for them. Another force buy as London Slayers look to try and dismantle them right here, right now. They haven't got the full amount of firepower. There's still got a couple of SMGs here and there on Rom and Mighty Max. But other than that, London Slayers perfectly capable of dealing what Reflex have to throw at them here. T side spread apart, trying to go for Ivy control in the part of Correa on CZ. Not ideal for this long-range position, but then again, not a whole lot of positions are on this map. And Reflex start counting their prayers, start counting their miracles, because they've already lost the first man. One of the MAC-10s is down and out. Not much of a linchpin, it's the best linchpin they can get at this point in time. The London Slayers taking that massive crutch out of the way. We're probably already looking at a 15-3 here.
Yeah, Link falling to the hands of Stanley early on. Smoothie getting aggressive down Ivy, but it's going to be Adam to start things off, finding a MAC-10 kill, but it just seems that the weapons are so strong in the hands of the London Slayers, they can't find any more. All falling to the hands of the CTs, as they only managed to find 2 kills, and Reflex, they're up against match point. 12 match points coming out from the London Slayers, and 12 series match points as well.
12 in a row to overtime here, and oh no.
The auto sniper.
Oh god, we've hit that point. Thomas is about to wreck some face out here to T-Con. Listen to that sound. That is the sound of cruel and utter CT madness. Already doing damage to some of the Reflex players when they make their way in towards T-Con, but they're not going to quite get easy control of this one. Taps on taps from Thomas. We'll spot another player as they cross back out of the way. Now blind tap. Fraser's down, as is Wiz. Sit down, boys of Reflex. Cray and Link. Last 2 players standing. Now Link the last one. 1 versus 5. Might get a frag on Stanley, but not even that's going to happen. That's as far as they go. 16-3, 2-0 for London Slayers. They're up to the upper bracket grand final.